73 and still pregnant. The world's 10 strongest supermoms. One gave birth to 69 babies, a record unbroken to this day. Pregnancy is hailed as one of life's greatest challenges. Every minute, 258 babies are born worldwide, yet only 0.0003% push it to the absolute limit. In Japan, women over 45 now account for a soaring 7.2% of births. US IVF twins hit 32%. But in the Congo, moms still face a heartbreaking 1 in 24 mortality risk. The average pregnancy adds 10 to 15 kilograms. Tough enough, right? But these warriors? They run marathons, lift weights, even execute high-intensity military ops while expecting. Some shatter records, birthing the most kids ever or healthy babies at impossible ages. In today's episode, Planet Top 10 dives into the 10 most jaw-dropping supermoms on Earth. Brace yourself. 10th place, the octuplets miracle that shook the world. January 26, 2009, inside a delivery room at Bellflower Hospital, California, 34-year-old Natalie Solomon etched her name into medical history. As 6 boys and 2 girls emerged one after another, she became the first woman ever to deliver surviving octuplets. The moment nurses paraded out with 8 tiny, wrinkled preemies, no one could have predicted this medical triumph would ignite a decade-long firestorm of controversy. Born at just 31 weeks, the babies weighed between a fragile 820 grams and 1.4 kilograms. The real bombshell? This was Natalie's 7th IVF pregnancy. She already had 6 children via the same method. When the press exposed that her doctor had implanted 12 embryos at once, the fertility world exploded in outrage. Dr. Michael Kamrava lost his license. Standard protocol? 2 to 3 embryos max for women under 35. Natalie's team? 12, claiming it was to save frozen embryos. Records, however, showed fresh cycles every time. Public sympathy curdled into fury when it emerged. Unemployed single mom, on disability, still pursuing IVF. Taxpayers crunched the numbers, millions in welfare to raise 14 kids. Protesters camped outside her new home with signs screaming "Selfish mother." Someone even hurled a baby car seat at her Toyota minivan. At the eye of the storm, Natalie was a walking contradiction. A child development grad, she vowed on camera to finish her masters and raise them solo, yet lived on disability checks. She turned down a $1 million porn offer, only to star in adult films later. That military-style mom who sold her kids' images to reality TV for $250 per child per day? She blew hundreds on hair appointments while defaulting on the mortgage. In 2014, welfare fraud conviction added another stain. Then came the legal earthquake. In the 2012 divorce, Arizona courts faced an unprecedented riddle. Can a legal male spouse claim maternal rights? The marriage was voided, but the ruling implicitly validated trans fertility rights. The ripple? 12 countries rewrote birth laws, 30-plus lawsuits cited BT as precedent. Now 50, Thomas remains a rights warrior. His latest family photo on social media? For kids orbiting a figure who is, irrefutably, both father and biological mother. Thomas BT didn't just get pregnant. He detonated the binary and rebuilt the future, one heartbeat at a time. 9th place, the pregnant man who rewrote biology and law. When Thomas Beaty's bearded, shirtless photo, belly swollen with child, blasted across global headlines, it ripped open a chasm in both medical history and societal norms. This man, proudly displaying a pregnant abdomen, shattered humanity's rigid gender script in the rawest way possible. Born in Hawaii, Thomas's life was already a rollercoaster of reinvention. As a teen, she dazzled under pageant crowns and spotlights until age 23. When hormone therapy and surgery stripped away the gowns and rebuilt a male body. In 2002, the legal gender marker flipped to male. No one could have guessed the plot twist ahead. Keeping his female reproductive system intact, Thomas paused testosterone 5 years later to conceive as a husband. When wife Nancy's hysterectomy left her infertile, he used frozen donor sperm and his own fallopian tubes in a high-stakes medical gamble. 3 pregnancies. First, a life-threatening ectopic rupture. Second, a healthy daughter. Third and fourth, 2 sons. This fertility odyssey exposed society's absurd fractures. Doctors refused care over religious beliefs, nurses insisted on chic hair for the bearded dad, former pageant friends vanished, even Nancy's family never learned their son-in-law was trans. On Oprah, America stared at the ultimate paradox. Adam's apple meets stretch marks. testosterone vials beside diaper stacks, a father's voice debating mom or dad. Conservative media branded him a freak of nature. The LGBTQ+ community hailed a pioneer proving reproductive rights transcend gender. When Thomas declared chest feeding isn't science fiction, he smashed the biological lock tying birth to womanhood. Then came the legal earthquake. In the 2012 divorce, Arizona courts faced an unprecedented riddle. Can a legal male spouse claim maternal rights? The marriage was voided, but the ruling implicitly validated trans fertility rights. The ripple? 12 countries rewrote birth laws, 30+ lawsuits cited BT as precedent. Now 50, Thomas remains a rights warrior. His latest family photo on social media? For kids orbiting a figure who is, irrefutably, both father and biological mother. Thomas BT didn't just get pregnant, he detonated the binary and rebuilt the future, one heartbeat at a time. 8th place, the oldest mom on record. While most 73-year-olds rock grandchildren on park benches, Eramati Mangayama's trembling hands cradle twin premature daughters in a Hyderabad delivery room. September 5, 2019, the sterile sting of disinfectant mingled with newborn cries in a celebration that shattered every rule of nature. This silver-haired mother had just endured a C-section at 73, a feat that rewound the clock to 1962, when 16-year-old Mangayama exchanged vows with Sitarama Raja in Andhra Pradesh. Their 58-year marriage, a lifetime shadowed by childlessness, in rural India, infertility branded like a curse, whispered behind hands and closed doors. Then, in late 2018, village Dr. Uma Shankar floated a wild proposition, IVF. For a couple pushing 70, dancing on a cliff's edge, medicine draws a hard line at 50 for female fertility. Mangayama had been postmenopausal for over 20 years, with failing ovaries, overloaded heart, pregnancy diabetes, every risk a potential death sentence. Yet Shankar's team pressed on, donor eggs, hormone storms, embryo transfer, 9 months of hell, severe edema, 3 emergency saves, ended at 29 weeks with an emergency cesarean. As the 1.4 kilograms twins were lifted free, the OR erupted in shaking applause, relief, not triumph. The world exploded. Headlines screamed miracle, critics roared unnatural madness. Could a 73-year-old raise teens? Supporters hailed a medical monument. Beneath the frenzy, India's IVF Wild West, the world's largest market, churning thousands of late-life births amid surrogacy mills and regulatory black holes. Shankar refused to name the egg donor, ethics in the shadows. In 2020, Raja died of heart failure, leaving Mangayama to raise 2 toddlers alone. Now 78, she lives in government-subsidized housing, surviving on meager aid. A reporter once asked, "Any regrets?" She smiled, "Eyes soft. Every night I feed them. I'm back on my wedding day." Her name's in Guinness, but beside the certificate, cheap formula cans and faded toys. Mangayama didn't just give birth at 73. She defied death, tradition, and time, and paid the price with every exhausted breath. 7th place, the pregnancy that defied all logic. In February 1945, Los Angeles streets buzzed with VE Day euphoria, but inside a delivery room, 25-year-old Beulah Hunter finished a solitary marathon. Cradled in her arms, baby Penny Diana, born after a mind-blowing 375-day gestation, smashing human limits. This 3.14 kilograms healthy infant, over 100 days late, carved an unsolved riddle into medical lore. Most moms cuddle newborns at 40 weeks. Beulah, fetal kicks only at month 6, while others writhed in labor. Her womb stayed eerily calm. Last period, February 1944. First heartbeat, September. Birth, 1 year and 10 days later. When time screamed 58 days past record, US obstetricians gasped. Amid phantom pregnancy whispers, midwife Dr. Daniel Beltz unveiled bulletproof proof. March 24, 1944 lab report, HCG levels perfect early pregnancy match. The twist? This overdue miracle showed no gigantism, no calcification, aced every newborn test at standard weight. Experts blamed ultra-rare delayed implantation, but those yellowed files still taunt modern fertility science. 72 years on, China's Wang Xiyun claimed 17 months, only to spark a Rashomon scandal by dodging ultrasounds. Her doc? Fetus just 38 weeks. The hoax? It only spotlighted Beulah's untouchable legacy. In a 1940s world without B ultrasound, a LA doctor's palpation and hormone chain endured 80 years of doubt. Beulah didn't just carry a baby. She carried a mystery that time can't solve. 6th place, the fertility phenomenon that shocks the world. In an age when global birth rates crash and nations fret over population decline, inside a tin-roofed cement shack in rural Uganda, 44-year-old Mariam Nabatanzi Barbier hunches over, mending a school uniform for her 38th child. Her calloused fingers twist needle and thread. Outside the window, 24 kids without mattresses curled on 4 bunk beds. One dawn in 1993, her father traded her for 2 cows to a 40-year-old stranger. The girl who should have worn a school bag instead endured 15 deliveries over 23 years. 6 sets of twins. 4 sets of triplets. 3 sets of quadruplets. Scans revealed the bombshell. A paternal genetic glitch turned her ovaries into ovulation factories, multiple times normal output. Sterilize me and I die. Doctors warned. Just keep birthing. She traces arm scars from my drunk husband's fists. In Uganda, some call this a heavenly gift, but reality? Brutal. In 2015, with number 44 still in utero, he sold their last land and vanished, leaving 42 starving mouths under a leaking roof. This grade school mom morphed into a super soldier. Day, sempstress, $1 per piece, for cornmeal. Night, herbalist foraging jungle cures by moonlight. Rainy season, builder patching mud walls with her eldest. In 2023, her yellowed ledger screamed. Mattresses, 66 needed. Tin roofs, 25. School fees owed, 14. Each digit, a gaping life void. Uganda's average, 5 point for kids per woman. Mariam's 44, not just medical freak, poverty plus child marriage plus gender chains. She trained her eldest as bricklayer. Triplet girls run a veggie stall, dreams of a donated family farm. Every child is my soldier, she declares, guiding number 28 to film fundraising clips on a smartphone. Her wrinkle-carved face bears 44 births wreckage, yet glows with African mom defiance. When global cameras zoom on this human fertility extreme, experts see warning lights. Uganda's 15 to 19 teen pregnancy rate, 25%. Over 34% of women like Mariam, forced into early marriage by poverty. Her 44 birth saga? Genes by chance, society by design. Mariam didn't ask for a miracle. She fought one stitch, one scar, one soldier at a time. 5th place. The pregnancy that drowned in ethics. In the delivery room, a piercing wail shattered the silence. 56-year-old Jessie Dallenberg lay on the table, sweat drenching her grey temples. When the nurse gently placed the 3rd baby girl on her chest, this mother, 8 months pregnant, gazed at the granddaughters tied to her blood and broke into a weary, radiant smile. You might think, contradiction? Error? No, reality dares bolder than words. In Cleveland, Ohio's medical files, no one imagined this Daily Clark sorting records would rewrite history. When her 36-year-old daughter Kim Cosino lost fertility to an early hysterectomy, Dallenberg made the earth-shaking call. Carry her daughter's babies in her menopausal body, like patching a childhood doll, only this time, mending a dream beyond price. Behind the grandma's casual quip, a miracle forged by modern fertility tech and unbreakable family bonds. At Cleveland Clinic's lab, Kim's last healthy eggs waited on ice. IVF fused them with donor sperm. Embryos transferred to Dallenberg. Chief Surgeon Dr. James Goldfarb held his breath. 56-year-old uterine wall half normal thickness, implantation odds under 15%. Then, life's wild card, one embryo split into identical twins. On the table, Dallenberg clutched her daughter's hand for the final life handoff. As 1.8 kilograms Elizabeth let out her first cry, nurses teared up. This tiny fist now brushing her biological mother's cheek. 2 generations' hopes, beating in one heartbeat. This upside-down birth ignited ethics firestorms. Johns Hopkins Bioethics Center. U.S. direct family surrogacy cases up 300% in 5 years. But triplet success? First ever. Supporters, ultimate love in action. Opponents, blurring generations risks chaos. So, what do you think? 4th place. The miracle triplets who were born in different decades. Most people assume triplets share the exact same birthday, but not these siblings. They arrived on different days, in different years. From December 28, 2019, to January 2, 2020, a staggering 5 days, 12 hours, and 34 minutes apart. Kian, born at just 22 weeks and 6 days weighing under a pound, fought for life while his twin siblings clung on inside their mother. 2019 for Kian, 2020 for the twins. 3 heartbeats, 2 eras. This miracle began with a silent war in Kelly's womb. After 1,460 days of heartbreak and IVF, the couple, facing a 1.7% natural triplet chance, refused doctors' advice to reduce the pregnancy. They chose all 3. Then, at 16 weeks, disaster, cervical insufficiency and premature rupture of membranes. The delivery room became a battlefield. At 22 weeks, the edge of viability, 454-gram Kian emerged with a faint heartbeat. Full resuscitation wasn't a phrase, it was a desperate gamble with death. For 5.5 days, Kelly endured labor in limbo, fever, infection, emergency C-section, as 3 vital signs flickered like dying candles on the monitor. The 178-day fight that followed, medical impossibility after impossibility, CPR on a 22-week preemie, twin organ support in an infection storm, nanocatheter nutrition lines, 3 fragile bodies, under 4 pounds combined, grew inside high-tech artificial wombs of glass, tubes, and blue light. Then, Rowan took his first breath. 40-plus medical staff wept and embraced. Today, these medical specimens are toddler miracles, wobbling, giggling, alive. 3 babies, 1 mother, a love that rewrote science, and time itself. 3rd place, the tiniest mom who defied death itself, when 71 cm tall Stacey Herald, weighing under 30 kilograms, was wheeled into the delivery room for the 3rd time. Every doctor held their breath. This wheelchair-bound porcelain doll mom, with 283 lifetime fractures, could snap an arm just lifting her baby. Doctors delivered the verdict: pregnancy equals suicide. Yet this Kentucky fighter stormed through Hell's Gates 3 times, and is planning a 4th. At 36, Stacey has osteogenesis imperfecta, a sneeze can shatter bones. Her height? A 2-year-old's. Her pelvis? Deformed. X-rays showed fetal space smaller than a Coke can. The baby will crush your heart and lungs. Neither survives. Worse, 50% chance each child inherits the curse. Stacey touched her bump. Wheelchair or not, I will be a mom. Miracles unfolded from 2017. Eldest Kateri, premature, 1.8 kilograms, inherited OI. Middle Michaela, perfectly healthy, at 3, 30 centimeters taller than mom. Youngest Malachi, 1.2 kilograms, 5 fractures at birth, 5 months in NICU. Doctors were floored. Despite organs squashed like Play-Doh, no respiratory failure. Her uterus stretched like rubber, vitals rock steady. Her doctor recalls, life here is custom built. Sponge-wrapped stroller, arm braces for feeding. Husband changes every diaper. The heartbreak? Kateri's 17 fractures in 3 years. Malachi born cracked in 5 places. Critics screamed, selfish. Stacey chokes up on camera. Every mommy makes it worth it. Experts admit, textbooks rewritten. Typical OI pregnancy equals spinal collapse or organ rupture. Stacey, 3 safe deliveries. Michaela dodging the gene? Like winning the lottery, 3 times. Doctors beg her to stop, yet concede. This mom didn't just give birth. She forged miracles with sheer will. 2nd place, the baby hidden under her ribs. 8-year-old Charlotte Thompson was rushed to the hospital with excruciating stomach pain. She thought it was just a tummy bug. Hours later, a baby's cry froze the entire delivery room in stunned silence. This slender British teen in a skin-tight pajama dress had, without a single clue, just given birth to a perfect 3.18 kilograms girl. Not one sign, not one hint. Until the moment of delivery, she had no idea she was pregnant. Charlotte's story hit like a stone in still water, rippling through medicine and media. Doctors dubbed it, the fetus curled beneath the ribs. How did it evade every classic symptom? 163 centimeters tall, 52 kilograms, flat stomach the whole time, still fit into figure-hugging dresses, regular periods, no morning sickness, no kicks felt. Even a 3-month photo showed a defined waistline. It was as if her body and the baby had a secret pact. Experts call it cryptic pregnancy. 1 in 2,500 cases. 80% of women discover only in labor, just like Charlotte. Normally, the uterus expands outward into the abdomen. In her case, the fetus grew upward, tucked under the ribcage, shielded by chest structure, with limited space to move. Kicks? Barely a whisper. Her gymnast core, steel-tight abs, acted as a natural corset. The pelvic tilt and high implantation pushed growth vertically, not out. Pregnancy hormones sustained the baby, yet somehow kept her cycle on track, defying biology. When Jasmine cried her first breath, Charlotte's world flipped. For 2 weeks, social workers taught her how to breastfeed, change diapers, skills most prep for months. She learned on the fly. 2 years later, DNA confirmed the father, her ex. The once panicked girl, now a poised mom. On Instagram, she posts in the same tight dress, cradling Jasmine. Molly taught me, life always finds its way out. Charlotte didn't just hide a pregnancy. She carried a miracle no one saw coming. 1st place, the woman who gave birth to 69 children. In 18th century rural Russia, a peasant woman quietly rewrote human reproduction. Over 40 years, she delivered 69 babies in 27 pregnancies, 16 pairs of twins, 7 sets of triplets, 4 sets of quadruplets, that's 6 school buses full, still unbroken, even in the IVF era. She spent 18 years pregnant, from first period at 15 to menopause at 55, half her life gestating. But biology is brutal. Women start with 7 million eggs in utero, 1 million at birth. By 45, monthly conception odds 1%. 27 pregnancies, the uterus becomes a deflated balloon. US fertility expert Dr. James Higgs. Impossible. The womb would rupture long before. So, was Valentina Vassilieva a myth? 18th century Orthodox Church banned abortion, called big families divine miracles. Monastery logs, likely inflated. Records were sloppy. Stillborns double counted. Yet modern tech revives the debate. Egg freezing fertility to 60 plus. Embryo transfer multiple implants. 2015 reproductive biomedicine. Theoretically 30 plus pregnancies possible. But ethics scream. 2019, 74-year-old Indian woman died days after twin birth. This legend mirrors humanity's dual obsession. Kenya, world's largest family. 130 wives. 210 kids, more sons equals more blessings. Global average, 5 kids, 1950, 2.3, 2023. Reason trumps tradition. Spanish scientists, already growing artificial womb prototypes. One day, the limit won't be flesh, but machine plus biology. Valentina didn't just birth 69 children. She birthed a question we're still answering. How far will we push life? And that's a wrap on this episode. Out of these 10 superhuman moms, which one blew your mind the most? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you love the stories, smash that like button, subscribe for more jaw droppers, and share with your friends. Thanks for watching. See you next time.